We all love the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, but it did not include every single game that is on the series. Of course, there are obvious ones like Battleship Challenge or maybe Network Transmission on the GameCube. There's also Rockman EXE 4.5, which was on the Game Boy Advance. It used the Battleship Gate among some other features. But did you also know that there were 2 cell phone games that were only out in Japan? And when I'm talking cell phones, I'm not talking smartphones or gachas. I'm talking Japanese flip phones with fully fledged Mega Man Battle Network games with folder building and surfing the internet and everything like that. Of course, there are some people we need to thank for this. Rockman Cosmo and Good Tofu Friday did an amazing job getting this together, as well as many other people, but that's not the point of this video. We'll go over that in a future video. The point of this video is how can you yourself play these games right now with a controller on your PC. I am going to break it down for you. Of course, we're going to be covering all the games as well, doing reviews and game through things, playthroughs and whatnot, but of course, we need to get into this first. So the magic starts right here with having the file itself. I'm going to leave this link right here in on the comment section of YouTube, so you don't have to visit any of their websites, though of course, I did drag this directly from the Rockman Corner, which has a great article talking about the work that Rockman Cosmo and Tofu did, as well as all the other people who are responsible for it. If you guys don't know Rockman Corner, it is the best spot for news. I've been honestly reading it for over a decade. That is not an exaggeration. So once you got this downloaded, we are going to go ahead and open up the Rockman KT file, and that is going to be this right here, right? So here it is. Click on it, and boom, you've got a README. I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I am horrible with technology. Once you start having me do things like extracting files and dragging and dropping stuff, like I instantly tune out. It's very overwhelming for me. But this is honestly as easy as can be. There's really only 3 steps because the emulator is built into this wonderful file right here. So you click on this, you get your Java going, then you go to disk 1, you click on setup, and then it is literally as easy as going through the games, picking one of these 8 wonderful Mega Man games, and just like that's it, right? That's all you gotta do. You don't have to open up an emulator or anything. It's all embedded right into it. And I will say too, as cool as it is for Battle Network fans like us, to be able to play these 2 of the 3, because there's actually a 3rd Battle Network cell phone game, which I'm sure is being worked on as well. I think probably the most exciting one beyond the other ones is Legends. There's Legends of 5 Islands, which honestly looks pretty good for a cell phone game of this era, because again, you have to remember, this is not a smartphone. This is a flip phone. Phantom of Network is right here. You can tell because it's PON. We're going to double click on it. Again, it's literally as easy as that. Now, the really cool thing about having the emulator built in is that you can already use things from your keyboard. So, of course, actually using keys on, the cell phone would not be very helpful if you're just like literally clicking on it. That would not be a really great way to play a game like this. Now, you can use your keyboard. Your keyboard functionality is already built in, with like up and down, left and right, things like that. But I think we can all agree that for Mega Man Battle Network, a keyboard is not really the best way to play. You should really use a controller for an action game like this, right? Now, I've got my controller plugged in. This is my favorite one, the Retro Bitto, and you can see up, down, left, right. It's not currently working right. That's not built into this Docomo emulator. And I'll say too, don't get overwhelmed by all the Japanese and all the other corners. None of these windows matter, okay? Take my word for it. If you want to play and enjoy these games, you don't need to worry about anything else on the interface. Just worry about the wonderful game right here. So, we've got a program, and again, I'm going to link this as well. It is called Joy to Key. Here, I guess I'll drag it over here for now. So, basically, Joy to Key is a program that's going to take any keyboard or controller that you plug into your PC. It's going to read it right away. As you can see, look at that. I'm typing up and down, left and right, and, Joy to Key is already reading it. And then you can change the function. Currently, they're none, because this is a practice profile. You can change the function of your buttons to be keyboard spots, right? So, for example, if I were to click on up, I would want that to be up on the keyboard, right? I think that's pretty straightforward. So now, with this highlighted yellow spot, I'm going to go to my keyboard and press up, hit OK. And here, I'll move that over so you can see it. And boom, easy peasy. Here is the profile that you need. This is, in my opinion, the best way to go about it. My A button is enter. My B button, whoops, my B button is 9. My L and R is A and S. And those are the only buttons you need. Again, you can kind of play around with it as much as you want. That's kind of up to you, how you want to actually go ahead and map all those things. But in my opinion, those are the ones you need. And I will note that this S button that I mapped for R, that is going to be kind of like your menu button. I'll go ahead and try to boot it up in a second. So again, I clicked onto it, and now look, I'm perfectly able to do everything. And now here's the final kicker. Here's the final thing that you need that maybe people don't think about. This game's entirely in Japanese, and I'm positive that the Rockman EXE zone, otherwise known as Trez, is working on an emulation of or sorry, a fan translation of the game. I'm certain they are. But again, as it stands right now, it's all in Japanese. This is Google Lens. I'm going to pull this up right here to the phone. You can take a photo or scan things with it to translate in real time. And I'm going to do that right here. I'm going to zoom in because the text is really small. Look at that. I took a little picture to detect this language. That's what I mean. I'd like you to guard Den Sandong. That's what this says right here. So I have to literally do this for every single translation of the game. It does auto-read over time, so you don't have to take every single photo you need. But at the moment, that's the only way to understand what's happening in the game. And believe me, you need to understand what's happening because I tried to just play through the game without it, and I was definitely getting lost right away. So the fun thing about this with your Google Lens is we still get to capture a little bit of that cell phone experience, right? We're not just emulating on our PC. We get a little bit of that cell phone experience, which, a fun friend from yesterday talked about. I thought that was really funny. So again, that is how to set it up. You're going to use Google Lens on your cell phone, and you're going to use Joy to Key to play your controllers on it. I hope you guys enjoy this game. Like I said earlier, we're definitely going to be covering gameplay and footage, maybe giving reviews, and maybe taking a look at these other Mega Man games too. They're pretty cool and interesting. Big shout out for the preservation efforts that were able to happen as a result of this. And you guys know that we've been working really hard, including me personally, on getting the Battleship Stadium arcade machine and the Metal Operation arcade machine, both emulatable and playable for you guys, as well as getting the assets ripped. So please look forward to that. One of my big goals in 2024 is getting that high quality documentary out. I've been taking my time. I've been really working hard on it. It's a video unlike anything I've ever made before, and I hope you guys are looking forward to it too. I hope you guys also have an amazing New Year's. I'll catch you very soon. Don't forget to sign up for our $500, used to be $400, now a $500 prize tournament for Battle Network 6 that's coming out. I'll drop those links as well, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Catch you later, Net Battlers.